Geez, my
Word up,
guy.
though. Word up, though. What's good, man?
Not much, man. Blessed to be here. I appreciate you for having me here on your platform.
Glad you finally made it.
Yes, absolutely. My apologies. I truly can honestly say that God definitely got me in here, and it's a blessing. I'm just happy to be here, brother.
You and me both. So
yes,
look,
sir.
Go ahead, tell your story, man. Number one, tell them who you are and what you do, man.
First of all, I just want to thank you for having me. I got an awesome, amazing team right here. Everybody's here. It's a blessing to be here. Yes. This is a very unique team. Before I start my story, I just want to. Is it possible that I can, get them?
Oh yeah, we got one microphone right there. What they can do is take turns on that. Let me set it up for y'all.
Awesome. Cause I got some very unique individuals in here. Grab the mic. So, my name is Leroy Michael. A lot of people know me as Lee. I have took what I do from the bedroom, studying Michael Jackson. As we all know, when we was all kids growing up, we watch Michael Jackson videos. We watch, the VHS tapes of Michael, listen to albums in the house. I don't know too many people that didn't grow up with Michael Jackson in their household. But I can honestly say I got 6 older siblings, and watching my older brothers get the opportunity to be able to, enter in talent shows and things where I was a kid, I wasn't able to do that stuff. I always would get excited watching it. I wanted to be a part of that. And it ended up just so happening to be something that I grew up doing later on myself. Now we in this era of social media where everybody pulls out cameras and they dancing on TikTok, making videos, editing videos, everything. And that's something I kind of grew up on. My family, my father, his name was Leroy Britt. I'm named after him. And he was an entertainer. He sang with a group called Page 5. And he basically, is deceased. He passed away when I was 12. My dad used to record all my brothers, my mom in the living room, all their talents, skills. Same thing y'all parents probably were doing back in the day. My father was from North Philadelphia. He ended up going to the Air Force, moved to Okinawa, Japan, then lived in California. I was born in California on the Air Force Base. I have a brother who was born in Okinawa, Japan. If we didn't move to California, I probably would have been born in Japan too. That was a year later after my older brother was born. Shout out to you, Chief. But yeah, my father, entertainer, and my mom was actually the Michael Jackson fan. She was really heavy into it. Her favorite song, Rockin' Robin, that's her name. She is born 1958, the same year as Michael. Mom grew up in the robot era. My mom was in stage plays. She was on The Price is Right. Actually won a whole living room china set. I don't know. I was young, but she won some stuff on that show. My father used to enter my brothers into dance competitions, hip hop competitions, and things like that. And I was just watching all this on VHS. I mean, I'm talking about 2 years old, 3 years old watching this stuff. It wasn't until I'll say around the age of 6 or 7 years old where I remember seeing the Moonwalker footage. I remember my brother showing us VHS tape of Michael Jackson Thriller and watching Thriller. I used to always watch Thriller. But it was one day where I'm a kid, so I didn't know. I watched this whole thing, and it was Thriller's going off. And then I found out, hey, there's more on here? Beat It come on. Then they got Billie Jean with the Motown and the Moonwalk. Man, when I saw that Moonwalk, it was over. From there on, I used to go in class and daydream. And this is before I started dancing. I would see me with this Billie Jean jacket on stage doing Billie Jean. And I remember my dad, before he passed away, I was like 8 years old. He had a videotape out, had me and my cousins in the living room, recorded me doing Billie Jean. Well, trying to do Billie Jean. I couldn't dance then. But my dad recorded that. And literally from there on, I remember my brother too. He hid the VHS tape from me because I would watch it every day, and he got annoyed by that. And I think that's what created the burn sensation of me wanting to. It was during the time where I saw the moonwalk and I wanted to learn that. And he hid that tape. So I thank you, bro. Because hiding that tape built this bug in me, this hunger that I just haven't stopped.
That's
Around
what I'm talking about.
ninth grade, I lived out Media, PA, went to Pencrest High School. It was a Black History talent show. I asked my teacher, her name was Miss Jackson. Shout out to you, Miss Jackson, for this moment, this opportunity. I asked, everybody was in this Black History talent show now, and this is a diverse school, white school, if you will, Pencrest High School. Miss Jackson was, sister, black teacher. She doing Black History Month talent show. I asked her if everybody doing like Dr. King, Muhammad Ali, speeches and poems. I asked, can I do Michael Jackson? I said, is Michael Jackson a part of Black history? And she said with a sincere heart, tears in her eyes, like, Leroy, yes. Oh my goodness, yes. So I didn't want to do a speech on Michael Jackson. I asked, can I dance like Michael Jackson in this talent show? This before I was singing. So she said, yes. I spent so many days trying to learn Billie Jean. I couldn't get the kick together. I couldn't get my body posture together. I spent so many days in the house. I remember my brother and my friend Daryl outside. We'd go play ball. We on the courts playing ball. Yeah, I hoop too. But we playing ball on the courts. And I remember every day it used to be girls out there, my friends out there, they playing ball. And I say this so, anybody watching to let y'all know, let no distraction get in the way of what you want to achieve or pursue. But every time we finished playing ball, we'd go hang with the Johns. So it used to be this girl I used to talk to, basically. My brothers and my friend thought every time I was leaving that court, I was dipping off to go see this girl. One day, my brother come in the house. I got Michael Jackson playing loud, so it seemed like I'm upstairs in a room with a girl playing music. You hear thumping all downstairs, so him and my boy Daryl run upstairs. He kicked the door open. He said, Daryl, this nigga's upstairs doing Michael Jackson. They was cracking up, but I tell that story because it was times where I had to make sacrifices of hanging with my friends to go learn, to go practice. And it was all for this talent show. And so that talent show, I did that talent show. The love that was received there, it was a love that I never felt before. It was everybody in the school knew me now. Everybody in the town knew me now. That show was so good that the middle school that I went to, I didn't even enter the middle school when I went there, but it took for me to get to high school in 9th grade for the middle school to ask me to come back to that middle school asked me to come back to the middle school to perform in their talent show to do Michael Jackson, Billie Jean, because they loved this that much. So I thank you, Springton Lake, for that. Thank you, Pencrest, for this opportunity, because I was living in the suburbs in Media, PA, and I came back to Philadelphia. I started hanging with my friends in Darby, PA. First karaoke I ever been to was in the Happy Inn with DJ Todd. We used to go in there singing. Well, at this karaoke they play the lyrics with the songs. So I would ask, can you take the lyrics off so I could try to sing? And I couldn't really sing. One day I met my aunt. I found out that, she know about karaoke and all of that. She invited me. I started going to karaoke, and that's where the singing started taking a toll. Now it went from practicing dancing to practicing singing. So I'm kind of self-taught. I taught myself how to dance, taught myself how to sing. and that's where I met all of y'all. The dancing, the singing. I done met professional dancers, professional singers. I got them all right here. So I want to give them an opportunity to kind of individually introduce themselves, give a little background on what they do.
Guess what? We'll be coming off our music break.
All right.
Which it always starts at 7:30, always on point.
Yes.
So what happens with that is, then the whole team can introduce themselves. Yes. But guess what? It's that time. Now I'm about to mess with you real quick.